Jason, bring us home.
Oh, you didn't like the David Bowie thing? We're not
I'm
going
sorry.
to.
Oh, that's right.
I'll change for you.
Welcome, friends and fans, to another edition of GalaxyCon Live, where we are bringing the convention experience directly to you. And today, we are going back to the world of Remnant with a cast of RWBY. So without further ado, let's bring out today's guests. And starting us off, she is an actress and art director, joins us today to discuss the role of the robotic Penny. Please welcome back Taylor McNee.
Hi! Hey guys, hi everybody.
Hey, Taylor,
Nice to
how are
be here.
you?
Wonderful.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Oh, so glad to be back. How is everything in your corner of the world?
Everything's going great. It's really cold, but this is good. I'm not good at these questions, weather questions. How's it going questions?
Well,
but
I'm in Florida. It's already like 90 degrees,
nice.
So I kind of envy. I'd rather be a little cold than a little hot. That's just
wonderful. And I'm so excited to chat with some people.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring out some of your castmates. And next, she is an actress, writer, and broadcaster whose work includes DC Universe Online and the horror podcast Women in Caskets. Today, she is here as the voice of Pyrrha. Please welcome back Jen Brown.
Hey!
Hey! Woo! Trust me, they're cheering in the chat room. They are. They're going nuts.
Yeah!
Yes. And Jen, of course, you know, the leather face throw pillow. Always a nice accoutrement.
Oops, wrong way.
That's fine. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. I'm jazzed that it's Pride Month. And I am moving to a bigger house in like a little bit. So that's nice. Gonna have more space. But also that's a little hectic right now. So very much like lots to do. Which
well,
is
we've seen
better than
snippets in your
nothing to
house,
do.
and you got a lot of little like collectibles and stuff like that. So for a collector to move, the normies don't get it.
It's a lot. But I will say, to actually have a place that's big enough and has walls, like enough rooms and walls to actually display everything, so I don't just look like a dime store LA cork museum like on the corner, because like I love my house, but every inch is covered. It'd be nice to have it slightly more separated.
A little thinned out, a little smooth, so people walk in, they know you're a collector, but they also know you're a grown-up too.
Right, exactly. Keep all the room theme it,
Exactly. So,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Jen, as always, a pleasure to have you back. Thank you for joining us once again. And next, he is an actor and producer. His credits include Chef, the Card Counter, and King Cobra. Today, he joins us as the voice of General James Ironwood. Please welcome back Jason Rose.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Hey,
Great to
Jason.
be here again. I missed you.
Oh, boss, how have you been?
Good. The card counter you mentioned did really well last year. Really happy about that. Working on 2 more now. But at this moment, I'm just super excited to be back with you. GalaxyCon, just swimming in the RWBY love again. This is awesome.
Oh, this is very, very awesome. You got some nice pillows behind there, too. You got a Captain America, some Nintendo throwbacks as well. So, yeah, it's a pillow day.
You should cover that stuff up. Sorry.
Not at all, boss. Not at all. Well, again, great job on the card counter. Again, fantastic film. Absolutely. I just got to throw that out there. Great job.
Appreciate it.
On the participation on that,
Really
and
appreciate
absolutely
it.
looking
Thank
forward
you.
to the next project. But like you said, we're here to talk about RWBY, and let's bring out our next RWBY guest. He is an actor and writer. His roles include Red vs. Blue and several characters on DC Universe Online. Today, he joins us to discuss the role of the previous incarnation of Ozma, Professor Ozpin. Please welcome back Shannon McCormick.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hi.
Hello.
Shannon, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, what's up?
Yes, you got the distortion effect behind you, so you're just emerging from the mysterious fog.
Oh, does it really? Oh no, what's going
And
on?
we can't see your throw pillows.
I have no throw pillows. I am completely throw pillowless.
Oh, that's
You can borrow
fine.
some of mine. It's fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, absolutely. So, Shannon, everything is good in your part of the world?
Everything is good in my part of the world. Here, I'm going to give you a little taste of what's going on in my life. Jen was very excited that she's moving. I recently moved the bed in my bedroom 90 degrees, put it against a different wall. Let me tell you, it unlocked a whole nother dimension in our room. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like a bazillion times larger. We went a different direction, and it's like a different room.
You made a personal feng shui discovery.
Yes, yeah, it really did. It really opened things up. So anyway, so that's how exciting my life is.
It works for me, sir.
Yeah, baby.
Absolutely works for me. Once again, thanks for joining us. And finally, he is an actor and a writer whose works include Jed Locke, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, and Camp Camp. Today, he joins us as the voice of Jaune. Please welcome back Miles Luna.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, Miles.
Look at all these happy faces.
And how are you doing, boss?
I'm doing busy, but good. I'm really excited to be here. Excited to answer some of the always very fun fan questions and just get to hang out with everybody on the call here today. So I'm stoked.
Oh, absolutely. Well, friends, as always,
Yay.
welcome back to the GalaxyCon virtual stage. It's a pleasure, as always, to have you. And again, our fans are so prolific. We are good to go straight to audience questions. So let's go ahead and start us off. And our first one comes from Brian, who wants to know, would you be a sheriff or an outlaw in the Wild West?
I'm assuming that this question is like for our characters. And
Well, you may interpret it any way you wish.
oh, that opens
You
up.
could be.
No, I'm gonna stick with Jaune on this.
Okay.
And maybe this is a hot take. Jaune would try his best to be an outlaw, but would be so bad at it. Like, he would be the guy that's like, I pranked you. I paid for your groceries, idiots. Like, that would be the kind of outlaw Jaune would be. He would like go around being like, these cattle ranchers are going to be so surprised when they find 5 additional cows in their pasture. The outlaw strikes again. He would ride on a tiny little donkey off into the sunset.
You thought about this, Miles.
For 3 seconds.
It was his
spoke to
question.
me.
He wrote the question. He just wanted to set himself up for like
And the
talking
little
about
donkey.
writing. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's one of those old school Warner Brothers donkeys that the feet move super fast. Everything goes slow. It's
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel you. Like, personally, I am extremely lawful good. Like, to the point, like, if I'm just like playing a video game, I can't make the bad decisions because I might hurt the character's feelings. I have a really hard time with that. So I would be totally sheriff. And I feel like Penny would also absolutely make the correct logical decisions to protect everybody and be another lawful good and be like the ultimate sheriff.
She kind of was the sheriff of Mantle when you think about it.
Yeah.
Give her a little star.
yeah.
She would be the sheriff of Mantle. Absolutely.
I didn't think
Well, I know who's
when you
ever
asked
tried.
that question, I didn't even like consider what my character, like, I just like immediately knew what my answer would be.
What is
That's
it?
it.
Because, well, I mean,
Jen's an outlaw.
well, yes, but more specifically, I would be the brothel owner because those are the women that were like ran the towns. They
There
had
you go.
commerce. They knew everyone's business. They were secretly like working things and like they were like real business owning bad asses. For real.
Miss Round, you got the
Well,
nicest
that's here.
house in all the great state of Texas.
Yeah, it was the best. It was the best. No, it wasn't. It was terrible.
true.
But those women did what they had to do, and I would have 100% been one of those like brothel owners that like took no guff and make sure that kept the men in line.
You're
I
entrepreneurial.
can answer for me. I'm pretty positive Ironwood would have been a sheriff, or tried really hard to be a good sheriff, and then just screwed every single thing up. But
Yeah.
all the best intentions. You can be assured of that. Just
Yeah, Ozpin's
End
in the
product.
same boat.
We'll see.
Yeah, Ozpin's in the same boat. Like, definitely a tryhard who doesn't get it right. Like, back before there were like all the cop shows were propaganda, where like cops could be portrayed as buffoons. Like, we would be like Roscoe P. Coltrane and Boss Hogg kind of level of like incompetence. We'd in our minds we're doing the right thing, but it wouldn't work out.
yes. Yeah.
That's such a good question.
Absolutely. Brian, lots of fun. Great one to start us off with. Thank you. What's next? From Corporal Rusty, what would your character's favorite genre of music be?
Oh, I got it. So, I mean, look, it's Ozpin. Ozpin's like a hardcore, like, chamber music guy. He's like string quartets, like small classical ensembles, not big symphonies or concertos or whatever. We're talking like a Schubert piano quintet. Am I talking? Is this making sense? Okay.
He's very cultured.
It's perfect. This is
He's
perfect.
very
cultured.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with for Ozpin.
Now, Penny would be the opposite. Basically, like synthwave, electronic,
EDM.
dubstep,
Hell yeah.
EDM.
Yeah.
Sitting there with like LED lights flashing, just like.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
she has
do
some speakers that pop out.
You're like a Caribbean sound system, like
Yeah.
people who drive around with it. Anyway.
Yes. It makes the bass just makes the ground shake. Yes.
That
I
works.
think that Pyrrha tells everybody that she likes standard pop music, but she actually loves like Bauhaus and like Gothic, like Cure style, like drony gothy music.
See, on the flip side of that, I think Jaune tells everybody that he likes jazz, and he'll never expand on that. He just goes, jazz. But in reality, he does listen to like pop music. What would be Remnant's? Ryan Seafoam's top 40. Like he listens to that on the reg. Like that's his bop for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think
Nice.
Ironwood would even pretend. I think it's either rock music or emo. The dude's a real emo dude. He's got those
Ironwood
vibes.
has like Kansas on 8-track.
I also
There
very
you go.
much
There you go.
see him having dashboard confessional and like screaming infidelities like on
Right?
repeat.
Right, it was like really nasally emo screamo.
Yeah,
But
in his
he's
earbuds.
He's gonna tell people, they're like, I don't really have time for music. And everyone's just like, this is crazy. Who just doesn't like music?
But
Or that-
he blasts the rock jams when he's like lifting weights.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he tells people. But yeah, when he's he's literally pumping iron in the gym, those speakers are busting. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rusty, there you have it. Another great question. Thank you.
That was a fun one.
Here's one from Tilly. What's the fun facts that you love about your RWBY characters?
I can't remember who it was on the RWBY team that made this decision. It might have I think it might have been Monty in hindsight, but whoever made the decision to label the bottom of Jaune's sneakers left and right is one of my favorite things. It's like a blink and you miss it. But in some scenes when Jaune just gets like knocked on his butt for like 3 frames, you can see under his left foot, like Andy written on Sheriff Woody, it just says left. That's a fun one. I really love that.
That's hilarious.
That's cool.
I think his mom did it for him.
Who's got another?
I have a fun fact about Penny.
Sure.
Is back in the day, I actually got to work on the Penny model, and during production, right, during seasons like 1 and 2, I got to do a bunch of work on like the weapons and whatever needed to be done to Penny, and I also had to be the one to chop her into pieces. When that happened, I got like a hey Taylor, we have a task for you. You have to bust Penny up, and this is gonna happen. And then I didn't know about anything, right? So my face is just kind of like
So grim.
I got to do that to my own character.
Nice. Nice. Very nice.
It has real like Walking Dead energy of like it needs to be me.
And I did it with enthusiasm.
As you do everything.
Yeah.
So my favorite fun fact about Ozpin is that he has a chair in his office that looks like male genitalia when viewed from behind, and the fact that I think the production team didn't realize, like, as they made this thing, they're like, oh wait, oh no, we made this thing, and it looks like somebody's vulgar drawing. But I would like to think that Ozpin has the same relationship with that chair. Like people have tried to point it out to him, and he just doesn't see it. He's like, "What are you talking about?" No, your chair.
Ironwood comes to visit, and he's like, "Glinda, I have one
You
question.
can put the chair away.
He's
like, why does everybody not have my chair?
Does he still have the chair?" And Glinda's like, "Yeah, he still has the chair." God.
What is the story on that chair, Miles?
I could not tell you. I have no. I mean, I'm sure it's exactly as you said. It was. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. There it is. Huh?
Putting it up. He's pulling it
There
up.
it is. I bet you.
It's so funny that you guys found it.
I bet you I know.
It looks ergonomic.
Remember
That's
who
comfortable,
first
right?
brought that up in a meeting, and everyone else was like, "God damn, that's." So funny."
Anyway.
I mean, RWBY is a show that is just absolutely filled with happy accidents.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's good.
How could you not?
Maybe it's a power move. Maybe Austin's like, "I dare you to say something."
I dare you to say something. I dare you to say
anything
something
about this chair.
I've had this chair for 500 years. What are you gonna do?
He gives him the silent treatment. They're like, Professor Ozpin, do you realize about your chair? What about it? What kind of looks like? It's, never mind. Don't worry about it.
The man radiates big chair energy.
Yes.
Yes, Patty. Yes.
You know it.
Oh
Jesus.
God. Yeah, Jason, got one?
I don't really have one for him, but I remember the last time I talked to a bunch of people, fans in one of the chat rooms, they're like, one of the things that should have happened with you, one of the Ironwood's like secret sort of, it's a fan stuff, but they're like, last time you were doing one of these, you said, who would you ship? And I said Winter, because they worked so well together until, they didn't. But they're like, you should have said Salem, because they would have worked their stuff out and everybody would have lived and everything would have been fine and they would have gotten on their whale and their airship and flown into the sunset and, like goodbye. Everything would have been okay. So yeah, maybe secretly deep down he's pining for her in that way. Who knows?
He's like, I respect a woman that makes me so scared.
Yeah.
Damn right.
I'm imagining her singing A Whole New World to him atop a horrific whale monster.
In some different universe, that's actually happened.
Jen, bring us home.
I guess it's a fact. It's more of like a general personality trait, which I guess is a fact. But I don't know. My favorite thing about Pyrrha is that if you weren't paying attention to like all of her awesome deeds, when she actually had moments to be human that weren't entirely depressing. She's a total awkward goob. Like she is awkward and weird and not poised when it comes to like social interactions or anything. Like she's not great at human connecting.
Neither is Ironwood.
And
it's
I kind
fine.
of love that. That's a weird little thing about her that never really, we didn't get a chance to really get into it because, she had this big trauma she had to deal with and grow up really fast. But like when she was just, given a chance to be herself before she gets comfortable with someone, obviously that, lessens, but that she's a very awkward individual.
That's all good. And Tilly, another fun question. Thank you for that one. And what do we have next? And here's one from Taylor. If you had magic powers, what would you choose?
I've thought about this a lot, and it's hard to decide. It's hard.
I agree with you with the it's difficult.
It's very difficult, but
Just
over the
character
years,
or-
I've narrowed down what my superpower would be, and it'd be shapeshifting. It's been a really difficult decision to come to, though. I'd totally be like a Mystique shapeshifter, but I like to think that I'd get into so much mischief, but with my lawful good character traits, I wouldn't be able to get into mischief. I would only be a good guy, I think. Yeah.
Powerful.
I've also given this a bunch of thought. And the thing that I have eventually landed on years ago, and I don't know if I'll ever change, is really on. Oh, where'd Jason go? I think
he'll be back.
A practical choice, which I don't know, maybe says a lot about me. I have no idea. I'm not practical at all, but teleportation, essentially.
That'd be really practical and useful.
Yeah, like go anywhere you want to go immediately and just appear there. Like, yeah, that's all the just have the amount of money you don't have to do that. The places you could go, like
big time saver.
And you can go back home and sleep in your own bed. Who needs to pay for a hotel? You know, you just like blip over to somewhere, you have fun, you do your thing, and then you blip back to your own like private bed that strangers haven't been in. It's perfect.
True.
I like it.
And emergencies, family emergencies, anything that's happening, you know, you can immediately be there. Someone calls you and is like, oh, there's this horrible thing. And you're like, oh my God, if only I could teleport to you. You know, like it's genius. There's really not a better option.
You got the bread and milk, but you forgot the eggs.
Bam.
Sorry.
So practical.
It's super practical.
No worries. So who's got another magic power, superpower, if you could choose? Jason, go ahead.
I would like to have the power to go back in time 15 seconds. Do you have any awkward
That's a
social
good one.
interactions you could just nullify and be the most perfect?
Oh, that's
Done.
so
That's
good.
all I want.
That's...
I would personally probably choose something like boring, like flying. I have a lot of dreams where I can fly or like I fall like a long way and I don't get hurt and stuff like that. So it's probably like something, it would probably be something similar than that. But I would like to say when I was in college, my friends and I would try to come up with like the weakest, dumbest superpowers we could come up with. And the one that's always stuck in my memory, I did not come up with this, but this is the one I always think of, is a guy whose superpower is he can transfer the funds in one parking meter to another one.
Hell
Useful.
yeah.
Useful.
That's so wild.
Especially in LA.
Like,
very useful.
that is really
crazy.
really the stupidest superpower I could think of.
That was a conversation that my friends and I also had in college, which then made its way directly into I think season 13 of RWBY.
Yeah,
and some of the highlights were the ability to turn into the Hulk, but only when you're asleep. The ability to fly west, just west. And I don't.
You go west long enough, you're going east.
Oh shit!
Have you watched? Hey Miles, have you watched?
Yeah.
You watched Demon Slayer, right?
Oh yeah.
So the kid who I love the thing of like the kid who's a weakling, and then when he like passes out from fear and falls asleep, he becomes the best swords fighter ever. It's so amazing.
So
He's like
so
passed
good.
out and kicking everybody's butt, but he doesn't have any memory of it. That's like super fun.
My RPG days, we had the hero, the Perplexinator, who's had ability to confuse people because he could not pronounce the letter P.
Okay.
My answer for this though is one like I have also thought about a lot, and the thing I'm always like, well, the thing you got to be careful of, if you do something too noticeable, you're gonna get governments watching you. You're gonna get people tracking down your family. And so I was like, what's something really useful but also incognito? And the idea that I landed on was because you got to give it some checks and balances through physical contact, a handshake, a high five, whatever. You know everything the other person knows. That could get you through so much stuff. That could be phenomenally helpful. And for the most part, you can keep off the radar. All right. No one's going to be looking for the guy that's just really smart, it seems.
That's a good one.
So you're talking like a full download of their knowledge,
like
or
the
their surface thoughts.
Like the overpowered version of this is like I high five someone who can play piano, and then I can play piano, and then the check and balance is like the next time I touch somebody else, like I lose everything that person knew, and now I get this.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So
That's kind of cool.
That's the idea that I rolled with.
It's like
It's like Velvet's camera.
Kinda, yeah, very much so. Yes.
All right. These are good.
Gotta think 2 steps ahead.
There you go.
I like that. I think that's I've considered one of those that was on my like list of things, but because I'm so neurotic, I immediately had to take it off the list because I was like, no, because then I'll know what they think about me, and if there's anything terrible in there, I'll never be able to get it off of my mind.
Right.
Oh, shit.
So it has a
So you just go back
horrible-
15 seconds and you don't have to worry about that.
Go back, right?
Yeah.
You go in.
Jason
Nice,
gives you a
Jason.
high five, and it's like you're in Memento, but like just with your own superpowers.
God, that really is like an unbelievably good power. It's so simple. You could just look cool. All someone dropped something? No, they didn't. Here, I caught that.
There you go.
Anyways,
Mini
I gotta go.
Tiny
New
tiny
choice.
Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Yeah, there you have. Whenever this question comes up, I always have to say one. It's like, I wish for the super or magical ability to sing like Freddie Mercury.
Very
That was
good.
good.
Very
That
good.
was good.
Taylor, that was a great question. Thank you for that. And let's roll another one. And here's one from Sunlight Fury. If your character got turned into a Grimm, what Grimm would they be?
Oh, that's
man,
tough.
that's a really good question.
I'm gonna go with the seer. I'm gonna go with the little jellyfish magic ball seer, just because I think that's the funniest thing Jean could get turned into. Just, this is me now. This is it. All right, cool. I can't fight. Neat. All right.
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably Penny. Probably, she's very loyal, very smart. I think like a dog or wolf or Beowulf. If I had to choose an existing Grimm, I think it's a tough question.
It is a tough
There's
question.
also like a lot of Grimm. I just sat here. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we need a lot of those things.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
I'm having trouble. Only
That's
because
fair.
I'm like,
We
that's
need
fine.
one-
if one pops up later, you can share it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Invent a
Well,
Grimm?
just because I'm like, oh, if it was me as a human being, I'm like, oh, it'd be the Neklavy, or if I always say that one wrong.
Oh, the Knuckleavy?
Yeah, that one. I love that, but I don't know if that would be Pyrrha, but that would be me.
I
That's
think
fair.
it could be Pyrrha. It's pretty super duper powerful.
It is.
Defeated countless
terrifying.
warriors.
I love it. I love it.
Such a
There
cool
you go.
design.
There you go.
Really tough question.
Yeah, it's a super tough one.
I mean, just Oz's big whale.
No, see, I'm thinking. So here's my take on it. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a Grimm that exists already, right?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
can
I
invent
feel you.
one, I think
So,
you
Yeah,
should make
so
yeah,
I'm,
great,
gonna, I'm
absolutely.
gonna invent one, and I think Oz, because he's been around so much or whatever, he would be like some weird mystical elk or stag of the forest, like
Patronus.
like the like at the end of
Princess Mononoke?
Princess
Or-
Mononoke, like big weird elk, but a Grimm, and like something like that. I think would be like what Oz would be.
Right
Does
on.
love
that,
that.
does that sound? That's true.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it
good.
works.
Yeah.
I like it.
In that case, I would definitely see if we like just made one up, then Pyrrha would definitely be like a phoenix Grimm.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, dude, that's perfect. Yeah.
That's
The
why
thing
I
to
said it.
suppose is like the crazy ego and the bigger than life kind of aspect of Ironwood. I think he'd be like a Grimm corgi. Like you just an adorable little corgi just nipping heels, but really loud.
Cute little peach butt. Love that.
Well, they do
Just
have
wiggling as he walks away.
Ironwood.
I see why the queen likes him so much.
Well, there you have it. Sunlight Fury, great question. Hey, audience, you guys are making some great questions here. Thank you all so much for this. Let's roll another one. And from Sabbatical, if you could play any superhero or villain, and I know some of you have for DC, who would it be?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, my wish already
You
came.
got your dream
I
character.
already played Harley Quinn, so but
So
I am doing a new voice a new character that I'm very excited about that I can't mention yet for a new iteration of the DC game that's coming out.
All right.
Cool.
My husband Barrett also got cast as
Nice.
a voice. So we're very excited for that coming up for a new. I can't say what it is.
No problem. We'll
Not yet,
talk.
but-
We'll talk about it next time.
At some point, it'll come out.
No, those are. Anybody got a
Never thought about
superhero
this.
wish list?
I have never thought about this question. And I'm
Really?
stumped. Yeah. Superhero, what would I, if I could play one, what would I play? I'd probably do like Starfire from Teen Titans.
Oh,
Maybe.
that's
What do you guys think?
good.
Yeah.
I see that.
Really good.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
You think
Yes.
so? Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was picked because that's just the first thing that I feel like comes to mind that I could maybe.
No, I think that's a very good choice. So,
This is so hard.
Miles is in deep thought. I love it.
Because right now my heart's like I could maybe do Beast Boy okay, but like I want to play a villain. Villains are so much more
Yeah.
fun. But like
Yeah, dude.
there's so many great actors and actresses that have portrayed so many iconic villains. Where I'm just like, I don't even want to touch that. I don't even want to go near that. You know what? I'd do Scarface from Batman. I'd be the very quiet ventriloquist with the super angry mafia dummy. I'll go there. That seems like some untouched territory that I could have some fun in.
I've been wanting to see a live action ventriloquist really done right, which is just it's like, yeah, well, like, don't talk to him, talk to me. I'm the one. and ventriloquist always being like yeah. So yeah, I think you'd rock that. Absolutely.
So sorry about him.
Yeah. Exactly. Shannon and Jason, any ideas?
Huh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Nothing is like leaping. I mean, like, you know, I've done some guys, so I've been
Yeah.
like the Riddler, but like I didn't have like a super like tight bond with the Riddler. I don't feel like that's like my guy. So I'm trying to think if there was like a character that I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's
Oh,
tough.
I did not do this. I did not do this character in the dub because the dub came out and I didn't even audition for it. But in the anime Kill la Kill, I would have loved to have been Ryuko's sentient clothing. The what's the I can't remember the name of that
I
character.
can't remember the name either.
He's like this. He's like, hey, I'm your dress. I'm talking to you.
Yes.
We're gonna fight because I'm like clothing, but I'm alive, and we're gonna do this thing. So that's who I would be. If anyone can remember the name of that character, that's who I would have played.
Wait. I'm drawing a blank. We had to act.
Senketsu.
Senketsu.
Yes.
Right. Yes. There we go. Anyway, that little guy. He's like he's like a sentient, anime outfit.
Yeah. No.
That would have been my character.
Fair.
I love that.
Jason, you got a dream superhero or villain role?
God, do you think this would be an easy answer? Like we would have thought about this 100 times, and, like
Right?
mulling over everything, and it's just. The two things that are coming up are not even superhero stuff, but if anybody follows like Warhammer 40,000, there's a bunch of characters that I would absolutely adore doing. I mean, one day directing, but doing also. And Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think they're superheroes, but
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
that counts.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
there we go.
So Jason, are you Gaunt or Caphias Kane?
What? Which ones?
For in 40K, would you be Commissar Gaunt or Commissar Caphias Kane?
Oh, come. Oh my God.
I could totally see you doing Caphias Kane. I really could.
Get more grim dark and pull it off.
Well, just being all, hey, yes, I'm the hero and everything else. In fact, you're just always running away and everything else.
He's actually one of the most charming, funny, ridiculous characters in the whole setting. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll take
yeah.
it. I'll do
Yes.
it. That's mine.
Yes. All right. Let's
Thank you.
make it
Thank
happen.
you.
Let's go.
Da-da-da. Sabbatical. Another great question. Thank you. And what do we have next? From Why So Beefy. If the world of Remnant wasn't in the end times, what would your character do on their day off?
Okay, this is my joke
Not
answer.
genocidal?
When all of these, Yeah, this is my joke answer when these kinds of questions come up all the time. Ozpin would be, he would, on my day off, would be digging out from under the rubble of the building that landed on him in season 3. Thanks, Miles.
I feel like Penny would go people watching.
Oh,
Like in a sunny little park, and just watch people. I think she'd be fascinated by it.
I love that answer. Oh my
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
god.
Very nice.
I think Ironwood would be doing like haikus and stuff, like the old samurais when there's no one to kill, nothing to do. He's just dives himself into like art, poetry,
Yeah.
things like that. Emo music.
Calligraphy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think Jaune would play laser tag. Genuinely, I think Jaune would really like laser tag because
He'd be good
he
at
gets
it.
to, in his head, feel like he's in the action doing something cool, but is in reality in no danger unless he is going to trip and fall, which he probably will.
Or he's in VR, just flailing around.
Just flailing around. He's going to punch a wall and shatter his pinky, and then spend the rest of his day off in the urgent care.
So Miles, when my older son was like, I don't know, he's like 10 or 11, a lot of birthday parties for a while were happening at the laser tag place, and I went to one of the laser tag parties, and there was a guy there who was like, he was obviously like the 18-year-old who hung out at the laser tag place all the time because he was like the legend of the laser tag place. They were like, "Oh no, Brody's playing. We gotta look out. He's so good." And like Sean would be that guy.
Goals.
Yes, I mean, I did not play a ton of laser tag growing up, but when I did, I got like into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I did give myself one of the gnarliest bruises in college playing at laser tag in Austin because that is a laser tag course that is 3 stories and has like really steep ramps. It's wild.
Mhm.
And it was like one of the first times I'd gone there, and I was having an absolute blast, and I turned a corner not realizing that there was a ramp there and just fell head over heels and like slammed my side directly into the corner of this wall, and for like a month just had just a gross bruise, and everyone was like, "How did you do that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. You should see the other guy."
Yeah.
There you go.
He was 10.
He was and he asked if I was okay.
Oh, are you okay?
I thought laser tag was supposed to be a safe game.
I came in first place, so you know, you really look like an idiot.
Oh my god! I wonder if that was you who was hanging out at that time I was there. Brody.
My laser tag persona is Brody.
Miles Brody Luna.
Yo, Brody comes from the other laser tag place across town looking for you.
My arch nemesis.
I'm looking for the kid.
Golly.
Oh my goodness. Jen, you got one?
Yeah, I feel like, well, like there's 2 things I could think of. Like, one would either be Pyrrha would 100% just want to go to like a town that she hasn't been to yet, where she doesn't really know anybody, and have a day where she just gets to like be normal and do nothing and just like take a stroll in the park and go check out the bread shop or whatever. And then a non-solo day off. Oh, she's like 100% playing board games. She
Nice.
likes board games.
Yeah.
She likes board games. She likes D&D. She likes anything combat-y,
She's in good company.
strategic, long, complicated story, campaign length. Like she is
Yeah,
very
that's
deep
cool.
into that.
That's
She's
super
prepping
cool.
the snacks before people come over. Like
Yes.
she's making sure that like all the chairs are comfortable and getting rid of any that aren't. Like
Mhm.
absolutely. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
I could also very much see her being the DM.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So make sure the Mountain Dew is freshly chilled. Why so beefy? There you go. Another great question. I think we have time for one more, so let's see if we can go out on a really fun one. And this comes from, I'm not even going to say that. What would your characters Halloween costumes be?
Oh yeah.
Locks in quick.
I'm thinking.
Oh, this is okay. So this is a slam dunk. Ozpin is going as Aladdin Sane era David Bowie with the lightning bolt down his face. He's got the whole skinny pale haired guy thing going on. So in addition to the chamber music, Ozpin, big David Bowie fan. So he's going especially that Aladdin Sane era, because he's got he can, do the lightning bolt thing. That's what Ozpin's going as.
Right on.
Jaune.
I feel Ironwood might go as David Bowie circa Labyrinth. Dance, baby, dance. Yeah.
Jump, magic,
dance,
jump.
magic, dance. Get all that going.
Like mullet Bowie.
With the balls and everything, just
yeah.
Oh man.
I move the stars for no one.
There you
I can see that.
There you go.
I feel like.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, Miles, you go.
Okay, I was gonna say Jaune is going to go as he got asked to be a part of a group ensemble costume. Like someone told him, we're gonna go as table condiments. You're gonna be ketchup, and he's gonna go okay. And then at the party, he will have not gotten the memo that everyone changed their mind to the Power Rangers,
So sad.
and so it's all the Rangers and then ketchup. It's perpetually something like that, and he's always
So
just
mean
like
to him.
he just has to roll with it.
Right.
That's good.
It's like the king in Start the Revolution without me in his chicken costume.
Yeah, he's just gonna show up. He's like, I even brought all these packets. You spelled Heinz wrong.
So Penny, what you got?
I feel like Penny would take the day pretty seriously, and she would dress up as someone that she looks up to, but it'd also be really awkward. So she'd probably go as RWBY, and then she'd hang out with RWBY, and then it would just be a really strange situation, but she'd be really happy about it.
Oh my god.
That's probably what would happen.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So good.
Yep.
She's like, yeah, we dress up as someone else. I love RWBY. Why would I not want to dress up as RWBY?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then, of course, in world, everybody's like, why is she dressed like her friend? What's happening?
That's it.
Oh my god,
That's so good.
I like it.
So good.
Yeah.
I feel like to me this makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to other people, but I feel like Pyrrha would be a really great Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah. I can
Okay.
see that. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Not just because of the red hair, but it would be. I think people who didn't know her would think it was out of character, but
In a funny way.
It's really who she wants to be more like. And that's Halloween, is to dress up something that's not you. So she's already a warrior goddess viewed whatever thing. And, she really just wants to be a big old awesome weirdo who doesn't care what other people think, and just
There you go.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
big
the floor with the shoe, whatever the thing with the mops that she did. Anyway, all the pretty long stuff.
Yeah.
It's got big made it at home on your own energy too.
Yes!
Which is
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Yep.
That's so good.
Very much so. Jason, bring us home.
Oh, you didn't like the David Bowie thing? We're not
Oh,
going
sorry.
to
Oh, that's right.
I'll change for you.
Sorry.
I had the
I ain't
outfit
marking
going,
on that.
The
That
cod
brings
piece,
us
the
home
balls.
as good as
What
anything.
else? What else?
Oh man!
Because when he was talking about his Bowie, you're dovetailing on that.
Patty, I'll change for you. I'll do it.
No. I want you to stay exactly as you are. All right.
Great.
Friends, it's been an absolute delight as always. Any final words before we take our leave?
I'm just happy to see all these people again. It's been so long.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I know,
faces
it's been
make
a
me
while.
happy.
Yes.
It's good to be here.
This is like the most social interaction I've had in months. This is great. Thank you for having me. I've had a lot of fun just answering fun questions.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Paul's something for us.
Oh
my God.
Oh my lord!
Ironwood.
I gotta say, man, this is I don't know how many of these GalaxyCon panels I've done now, but today has been the support staff has been on the spot.
Oh yeah.
Today with the
guys.
graphics. And
Yes.
the stuff.
That
Shout out to the crew.
The behind the scenes team is really killing it today.
That's Ashley in charge of our production and producer Paul. He's been doing these since he joined us, and
Yay.
he's become a minor cult figure. People always say, "Bring Paul out, and he's like, "No."
Anyway, well, they're killing it today. That was
They are. Great job, guys.
Well, thank you, and as always, thank you all for joining us here once again. And as always, thank you for our audience for joining us. Thank you for those great questions. Really, again, guys, this was absolutely superb. Hope to see everybody again soon. Until then, bye, everyone. Take care, and remember, smiles are free. Spend them often.